última vez que eu joguei com música, eu tomei um red legal. Por algum motivo, o microfone tá baixo. Ei, som. Continua abaixo. Então, eu vou tentar continuar assim mesmo, né? O jogo vai decidir. Então, o som ficou bem estranho primeiro pra ver como é que é aquele.
I knew it as Solus. Smart, thoughtful, loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name. The Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story you believe. In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solus imprisoned them, creating a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade. He had won. But the veil cost the elves everything.
Tá, pera aí. Não tem como.
Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solus wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's gotta stop him. And that's where you come in.
Tá. Aqui temos as classes, né? Toda a gente escolheu nossa raça, tem linhagem humana, anã, Unari e Elfo. Então, ambicioso e próspero, os varejeiros da humanidade são as potencialistas dessa era. Elfo são descendentes de um império destruído. Não, deixa eu falar. Já melhor explorar maravilhas da pessoa. Dá mais tipo. Tá bom, mas não vou fazer magia, mas isso aqui não tem nada de magia. Ah, esse aqui é só força e tamanho. Esse aqui tem mais força que o cara. Tá, esse aqui é cavaleiro, pago. Então eu vou de elfo mesmo, né? Deixa eu só botar a moeda aqui no da onde tá dentro dela. Tá, eu gostei aqui. Passou agora aqui. Agora vamos aqui. Essa pessoa que fica fazendo isso, essa vai. Tá ligado? Pô, pensando no tiro. Tá, mas... Pô, porra, tá, não quero saber detalhe, por isso. Ele mesmo, né? Não, peraí. Tá. Vou tentar mudar. Eu preciso da cabeça. Acho que também te ligo, pô. Ok. Ah, tá aqui, ó. Tá. Ah, é ali, peraí. Caralho. Cabeça normal. Não. Cadê o tamanho da testa? O tamanho da testa. Testa do caralho. Tá bem. Porra. Ah, tá. Sobrancelha. Eu acho que já descobri como que eu vou fazer para habilitar o chat. Calma aí. YouTube. YouTube falou tudo, né? Acho que foi o YouTube de cima. Aí. E ativar a versão para o computador. Tá, que legal, tá aparecendo no canal, né? Aqui apareceu. Aqui, versão. Agora. Não tá querendo não. Tá de sacanagem, mano. Cara, eu quero abrir o estúdio, mas não tô conseguindo. Geral, fala falando, essa história. Seu status no YouTube. Porra, mano, tá de sacanagem. Antes do YouTube. Isso não é do YouTube, não. Ah, YouTube Studio não custa nada. Não caiu? Não, tá custa. Não, porra. E abrir o canal aqui. Aí. Não. Puta merda. Aqui, engrenagem. Canal. Aqui, não. Não configura esse conteúdo para criança. E agora bora ver se o chat ativou, né? Ativou, pô, finalmente. Agora sim, garoto. Verdade. Deve que X. Aqui dá pra esse. Aqui é chupado, cara, que eu tô com dado por 13. Pareceu um pouco mal, né? Ah, deixa eu Continua. Queixada. A próxima medida é também, profundamente para a função da vida. Da mandíbula. Caralho, banco de bike. Tá, deixa assim mesmo. Deixa eu dar uma coisa do. Coisa do Duda? Não tem orelha? Tem. Não. Está parecendo um peito não. Assim tá mais ou menos, tá bom assim. Tá não, assim. O cabelo do bochecha já não tem orelha pra trás dele aqui em cima. Tomado todo. Formato bola, magrelo, shapeado. Composição do corpo. Deixa eu ver. De coisa. Assim, o cara tá sem pensar. Perde. Isso, mas tudo. Tipo assim, mano, muita coisa pra configurar, mano. Pode botar. É telefone aqui. Verdade do caralho. Salve dos sonhos. Mas tá tarada, mano. Céu. Não. Agora deixa eu sair. Opa. Aqui, parecido também, né? É. Já esse aqui nós desconhecemos. Eles externos. Assim, por aqui. Tá. Saturação. Aí está por cima. Precisa de falar nariz. Sobe um pouco essa orelha aqui. Que orelha do caralho. Lá, orelha do cacete. Rapaz, tem umas bolinhas, mas assim mesmo. Cabelo. Cabelo. Porra, não tem um portinho menor? Porte do jaca. Americano. Esse aqui tá razoável. Ah, vai ter um. Qualquer um pode ficar toda hora, porque eles. Porra. Moicano do menino Ney. Pode ficar da esporte. Caralho. Deixa eu ver a porra da que tava, vai. Boa. É o de cabelo branco. Eu cometeu a barba não? Hein? Maquiagem? Caralho. É triste. Mete um corte no orelha. Aqui vai ser assim mesmo. Esse corte aqui. Cadê? Intensidade. Boa. Já tá quase escuro possível pra poder. Intensidade. Suavidade. Importância. Veja, a cicatriz marcada, tá bom. Tem que mudar a altura dele não, né? Cara, ele tá muito embaixo, tá muito nada assim, cara, mano. Todas, isso. Aqui na animação. A altura tá no máximo. Cara, mais escala não. Tem que aumentar o braço, as costas, porra. Tem que aumentar muito, não, mano. Tava assim, né? Classe. Mago. Combatente, errante. Mago. Essa porra mesmo. Porra. E... Aí não. Esse aqui. Não. Escala das sombras. Sensação. Um solitário. Aventura. Analisar. Nome. Isso.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here.
Normalmente vai ser uma
I'm
boa
glad you're
de
here.
Aí. Personagem criado. É isso. Ele dele, pelo Deus, tô furiando.
So, where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our form his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Manrathus, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town. And a missing contact.
Let's try this again. Where's Ned Gallus?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Aí te aporta todo mundo.
Nev Gallus is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is.
Mano,
Be ready to talk
esse
by the time
amiguinho
I
do
get
seu
to
herói, vai te dar porrada.
Darling, you're adorable. Not enough gold in the world for this.
Varric, now!
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
Tá bom, pode ser brutalidade, mano.
Nev Gallus.
Dumat Plaza. The
Dá um
Venatori
tapa na orelha.
cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
Isso aí, pai.
Thanks.
Essa não.
Your friend Nev Gallus is at Dumat Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
See you say that. But we do have Nev's location now, so...
Bagulho é porradaria.
Don't get cocky.
Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right. Break's over.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her. The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
Pô, o vídeo tá aqui. Tem um
Should we
grafitão
be
ali.
in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find
Tá
Nev
bom,
Gallus
beleza.
and stop Solus.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I had to talk him down.
Só não vai de ideia, mas mudou dele na bala porrada.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Nada que o ritmo de agressão dele não
Get
azul.
down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
Chegar se foda,
We
cara.
don't have time to get arrested, especially if we...
Aí. Até ela.
Juliana só te escreveu contra o remédio que você afasta um pouco. Tem que tomar um remédio.
Crap.
We're too late.
Melhor
The
comprar um
ritual
remédio.
started. But if we
Aí
hurry,
eu
we
achei
can
o mais
still stop
barato.
Solus before it finishes.
Let's go.
Harding
Deve
this
ser
way.
de tudo.
She'll get us to
Aonde?
Dumat Plaza.
Aí aqui nessa farmácia daqui, arrastou a outra farmácia.
A outra faca? Tô vendo os outros depois, cara. Eu tenho outra faca. Eu tenho outra faca também. Eu vou outra faca, vou ver nas outras, sempre essa.
Quero fazer, tá?
Eu vou ver as outras farmácias e eu tenho que ir outra faca, eu peço.
Eu só fui.
Fala que eu ver nas outras farmácias também.
Come on, this way. It should get us to
Me dá
Harding.
essa aí.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the door as quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
Me podemos nessa hora? Ai, piada.
And what about you two? Are you okay?
Fought some demons, and the Archon's palace took a few shots at us. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Speak for yourself.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
Venatori got to her first. We
Então,
grabbed her
esse
before we arrived and paid off the bar.
esse começa a tomar logo esse remédio.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages. But their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Rook, you're with the Shadow Dragons. I figured you'd know Minrathous better than I do.
Sure, but Minrathous is huge. This is nowhere near my neighborhood. I can try.
Don't worry, scouting's my specialty. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Espera aí. Calma aí, mano. Posso esperar que a farmácia responder?
Here they come.
Pô, fiquei de cada um. Nossa. Esse cara me disponível meu tempo.
That's the last of them.
Tá me perdendo.
Get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev.
Mas, bom, tá. Roubou logo o cara. Aí não rola.
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the veil, doesn't
Essa cidade tá pesada pra caralho. Coração. Pirâmide do controle. É, esse cara vai lá.
destroy everything?
Tá melhor assim.
Solus always talked about how beautiful. Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Let's move.
Tá só pro inferno.
Venatori cultists!
I hate these assholes. Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier to blow away.
Aí eu desviado.
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
Used to fight these assholes every day in the Shadow Dragons.
Glad you kept up practice.
Ah, get Barry.
Must remain indoors until the magical anomaly is fully contained.
Vai nessa dela. Farmácia. Deveria. Tá.
Guess we're sliding down.
Kill them all!
Ó, rapaz. É.
The Venatori own these streets.
Take your revenge!
hiding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Both of you have done some work for the Shadow Dragons.
Isn't that a coincidence?
Some old friends said if I was working in Tevinter, the Shadow Dragons are worth trusting.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solus?
You get right to the point. I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
Elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
Citizens in the canal district must remain in their homes.
So if we do catch Solus, or the Dread Wolf, whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us.
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, we're dead.
We can slide down.
I'm getting too old for this.
There. That's the building I tracked Solus to.
Looks like the Venatori also found it. And then demons found them.
Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it.
So this is the Dread Wolf's hideout.
One of them, at least. Not sure how long he's been here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Solus has been around longer than Manrathus itself.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we... What do you see?
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Well, that sounds
Cara,
ominous.
quando eu tô gostando do jogo.
More demons.
Paciência.
Let's have a look.
Enfim, esse é o microfone ali, ó. Tá ligado?
Here's the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook.
It's called.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
Porra. Oxi, oxi.
I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Ô, vá! Vá!
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
Vá! Não vou chamar de novo, não.
Quê?
Quanto foi o remédio que ela falou?
É 89.
89? É. Peguei essa orientação aí. Já tá 99. Tá pedindo então.
We get tremors every time one of those big crystals at the ritual site lights up.
Not many of them
Pega
make
isso aí.
light.
Não.
Hurry.
Hã?
Eu queria tirar ela e tira naquela hora.
Nossa, mais perto. Sabe por quê? Esqueci que tem acréscimo do cartão. Esqueci que tem entrega.
E dá com isso.
Então, mas eu te falando. Tá. Não tem nada não.
Eu ia tentar falar com ele, eu falar com ele, não largar. Deixa eu ver o que não tem outra farmácia, não? Qual outro seu local mais barato?
Tá R$99.
É dela?
É.
Cada esquina ali.
Também. Qual que tá pronto?
Ah, lá de cá, que passou por lá de cá. Só não pegar a farmácia ali, sabe?
Não.
Deixa eu ver o cartão dela. Será que é essa aqui? Será que é essa?
É a drogaria popular.
É?
Tem, vou ver aqui agora. É. Porra, mano, tem que ver o bagulho do remédio.
É 6h41 que eu tenho que tomar o remédio?
Hein?
É 6h41? Tomei 10h41?
Me dá um negocinho.
Hã?
Me dá um negocinho.
Aqui. Uma vez eu tive que tomar uma caixa de falou que não tinha minha nota.
Almost there.
Vá, Baba. Vá. Toma. Pega o teu cartão roxo.
Pegou? O roxo?
Pega o cartão roxo, não paga no seu campeonato.
Quanto foi isso aqui? Quanto foi?
Você não te paga o carro. Cadê aquele outro que eu te falei?
É 90?
Hã?
90?
Sim. Não dá pra pagar isso.
Vai ter que tirar, né? Sem pagar que depositou. Se quiser depositar, a gente. Você não tem ele aí no seu?
Pix.
Então, não faz?
Não é Pix, não.
Não?
Já viu? Débito no Pix, não existe.
Ah, ele é débito? Deixa eu ver se tá aqui.
Deixa, eu passo minha conta. Eu passo minha conta.
Achei. Já passou?
Perguntou quanto luz que esse aqui é, né?
É esse aí.
luz.
Hã?
É que veio luz.
É, mas o outro eu não botei aqui não. Ou é esse aí? Acho que é esse. Acho que esse aqui tá guardado, né? É ele.
Eu coloquei agora, espera.
Deixa eu ver se tem na outra coisa. Eu tô descrevendo onde tá. Só tem que ser mesmo.
É esse aqui mesmo.
É?
Só pra pensar que eu vou desenhar. Só pra pensar que eu vou desenhar. Tá com isso.
Tá com ela. Vou dizer quanto. Vou dizer que foi quanto. Para arrebentar. Não posso dizer que foi mais. Não lembro. Mais. Não prestar achou, né?
Aí. Bora. Voltar pra jogatina. Faz a barra depois.
Nothing compared to how many will get a soulless finish at this rate.
Ih, mãe, peraí.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Pô. É, foda.
Watch the lightning!
How did demon this large get through the veil?
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sense Solus's ego.
Esse vídeo daí, ó. Você fala com a boquinha que querendo usar tua voz?
Everyone all right?
Mesmo você fazer qualquer barulho, sai aqui, cara. Tá maluco?
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify
Eva,
changing his mind.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook. I've gotta try to reach him.
Nossa,
But if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons!
Rook, take care of the team for me. Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Ah, vai dar pra chutar, né? Tira muito importante.
Let's buy him some time.
Tirado. Tá lá. Ai,
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
Better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
bomba.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen.
Whatever.
Please.
Nossa, que loucura.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Shit.
De boa.
Need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric
Yeah.
needs us to hold them off.
Cala a boca.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What?
Esse que eu tô fazendo.
No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Vem.
Let's go, Harding. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost.
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but
It isn't falling. We need to push it.
I'm with you.
Together, now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
Mano,
Varric! 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 Oh, no, no, no! Harding!
Let's go. This way. This way.
tá, deu uma merda. Eu não sabia que ia dar merda. O que aconteceu? Eu já imaginava, era. É. Tudo isso era só introdução, não. Caramba. Mano, é um estilo de vida tipo assim.
You have no idea what you have done.
Literalmente mesmo. Eu tô só no tempo pra ver.
Soulless.
Eu joguei, tipo assim. Comecei a primeira vez foi os dragões de mobile.
I know what I did.
Foi do.
I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world.
Foi o caso do jogo de mobile. Parado, acabou
When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're
Tem
here.
ligado?
But why am I here?
Mobile.
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for this connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
Então, tem hora de princípio, né?
All right, you brought me here to talk.
É,
What are we talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted Elven Gods walk free.
não adianta, pra mim é meu favorito, tá ligado?
How am I supposed to trust anything you're saying?
Até o.
You saw them escape from my prison.
I
A
also saw you
história
bringing
do
down the veil.
boa, tá ligado?
I had a plan.
envolvente, tá
Varric
ligado?
always said you'd have a big
E tipo, os
explanation why
bagulhos
none of this was your fault.
Varric,
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince
Sim,
yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago. I am certain you will be fine.
We stopped you.
We'll stop them. I had a ritual dagger of pure lyrium. My network of mirrors could take me from the lighthouse across the world in moments. Right now, you seem to have neither. Do you intend to knock over a statue during their ritual?
Well, I don't intend to take advice from the elven god of lies.
Quite right. Elganan and Gillanane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
Posso fazer isso, assim, aconselhar com o pai,
Why? Why tear down the veil?
Do you want me to take the shot?
No idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Varric, you're okay. But I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
I should have come up with a better plan. I should have...
You worked with what you had. And you succeeded, by the way. The world isn't drowning in demons.
It isn't over, though. We trapped Solus in the Fade, but something else got out.
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. Like the time you disobeyed orders while taking down that venatory slavery ring. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solus mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook? You're awake? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to barge in. I was just looking for Alfred.
No, it's fine. I was just going to stretch my legs.
Oh, Rook. Watch your step out there. If you put a foot wrong, you'll fall forever. Yeah, on top of everything else, the Illuvian took us to the Fade. The place where dreams come from, so... that. Yeah.
Then I...
Princípio é. Tá, voltei. Não era farmácia. Pensei que era farmácia, mas não era. Como é que dizendo? Eu comprei
I really
17
need to
no
look
cartão
around.
frente.
Yeah. You should. And we should talk
Eu
about things.
comprei o
Maybe find
16.
Nev.
Aí
She's
por isso que eu
outside,
comprei
looking
o
around.
que é assim.
There's a room with a
Não
table
sei se
down
ele
the
veio
stairs.
e
I'll meet you there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me.
E aí, tipo assim, cara, era tão longe que eu só falei, ah, deixa essa porra aí, tá ligado? Aí eu fiquei com
See you later, kid.
o item assim, todo fudido, fiquei com Dragon Age 2. Aí no Dragon Age 2 fui com. Ai, e o Dragon Age 2? Acho que veio. Ah, eu tenho que lembrar. Tem que lembrar, quase nunca tenho de créditos. Foi o Dragon Age 2. Foi o GTA V. Não comprei o FIFA, porque tinha da Copa ali. Acho que foi depois, não lembro. Não pode ser a Copa, não. Enfim. Foi. Caralho. Eu gravo.
Look who's with us.
Passou que eu comprei 3 jogos do 4. Foi triste. Foi
We're
triste.
really in the fade.
É.
Land of raw magic, nightmares, and this,
A Batman.
apparently.
Foi o Batman.
It's a
Edição de
lot to
aniversário
take
do
in.
Arkham. Arkham.
Harding thought we should talk about what comes next.
She's not wrong. But if you need a breather, can't hurt to look around first.
É do Arquecido, edição do ano, River, aí teve um Dragon Age 2005, aí eu utilizei aqui no Batman, só que tipo assim, a partir do momento que fizeram o Batman pela primeira vez, meio que não faz muito sentido quando eu fiquei jogando de novo, tá ligado? Assim, a ideia foi
So, we stopped the
Dragon Age
ritual.
2,
And
eu
Varric
tenho que
paid
aprender
the
muito,
price.
tipo assim,
Hey,
eu fui zero,
Varric made his choice to go talk
vai,
with
eu fiz
Solus.
atrás
he
de
knew the risks.
novos finais, tá
Build
ligado?
it.
Porque
And now Solus is
não
gone.
tanto quase
And we're
novos finais,
here.
tá ligado? Mas é que a gente
Wherever
passa
here is.
sequência
Besides in
de
the
teoria,
Fade.
Solus called
essas
it the
coisas
lighthouse.
He did? When?
o Inquisitor. Ele a
In my head,
Inquisition.
Solus showed up while I was out cold to gripe about us breaking his ritual.
He's mad about us destroying his ritual?
Terceiro,
Sounded like
júri,
it.
parei
When the
na...
ritual went wrong, he ended up trapped in some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream?
Acho que
It's a
ele
reasonable
tá no jogo, tá
reaction.
ligado?
Solus can speak with people in their dreams, even kill them.
E o
I'm not in
Inquisition,
danger.
eu
He
parei
can only
na-
barely reach me. I bled a little when I got knocked out.
So Solus is using blood magic? Like any normal
Coloca
mage would to
metade,
play
tá
with your
ligado?
mind?
Coloca metade, eu tiro
But he's
metade.
not a normal mage,
Tipo
like I
assim,
told you.
no
He's an
Inquisition, você
elven
jogando
god.
mais de
Putting
boa,
together a nice
e
ritual
levar aí
doesn't make
20
it a lot.
horas, 17 horas, por aí, tá ligado? Metade do- Mas... não adianta não.
Nev, I'm a mage. You're a mage. Solus is more than that. That ritual was more than some circle mage could have pulled off. Even more than a Tevinter Magister.
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything. But we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had 2 of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elganan and Gillenane. 2 of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against. They're our next target.
So we set our sights on a pair of elven gods. Like it's easy.
Who else is gonna do it? If they're loose, they need killing.
They were evil tyrants who enslaved their people. We need to stop them.
Solus says Elganon and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have two. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that, without Varric. And you're still getting back on your feet.
I'm fine. We can't just sit here and do nothing.
We need to investigate. Figure out what we're dealing with before we rush in and make things worse.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
Uma metade, não lembro. Que é quando você luta contra
If Elganon and Gillenane are worse than Solus, we don't have time to waste. We need to act now.
We don't know what they can do or what they want. We don't even know if Solus is telling the truth.
I'm not saying we go in blind. This time, if we see a shot, we take it.
All right. The last place we saw them was the ritual site.
The Illuvian took us here from the ritual site, instead of back to Minrathous.
Then let's hope it takes us back.
Harding, you okay to go?
I'm not gonna sit back while elven gods destroy the world because I have a headache.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
E tipo assim, o dragão. Eita, pô! Dragon a gente viu que existe. Eu não joguei no meu próprio console, né? Até porque nessa época eu vi que existe. Eu ainda não tinha, tá ligado? No console que eu existe. O que continuou foi. Eu não sei do meu pai, tá ligado? Meu pai que.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that Illuvian.
If it even takes us back to Arlothan.
Diversas oportunidades também.
Harding, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine.
Mega Drive. Só me coração não faz, tá ligado? Eu perdi pra você.
Well then. Shall we?
Let's do this.
S4, S7, o último console, 360.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site.
But
if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find...
Só também, engraçado, parece que não sabia que era isso aí. Eu tava todo mundo nem eu sabia. Isso é bom. Eu quero te explicar pra caralho.
Shut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it!
Caralho.
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lace Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlothan?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive.
This is because of Finn Harel's... Sorry. Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
We found Solus and stopped his ritual, but things took a turn.
The magic went wild. Solus was dragged into the Fade, into some kind of prison.
But when he went in, something, or someone else got out.
Elganon and Gillenane, supposedly.
Thalanost.
The return of our gods, the Evanurus.
If those two are back out in the world, it explains a lot.
Like what?
Artifacts that have been dormant for centuries are awakening. Something that would need a source of tremendous magical energy, like two of our old gods.
Só podia jogar o 5. Hoje eu não podia jogar. Porque eu fui um pouquinho mais fácil. Mas era exato por 5. Tá ligado?
Anything you can tell us about these gods?
Solus might be a bastard, but compared to the Evanurus, let's just say they weren't known for being kind rulers.
There's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanurus, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Gareth is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Bellara Lute. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. Then you two get your friend back to your camp and we'll find Bellara.
Harding, you're injured. Stay here with the veil jumpers.
I can help.
I know you want to, but we don't know what we'll face out there, and you're in no condition to fight.
Okay, fine. I'll stay.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper camp. It's just south of here.
Bellara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. Thank you.
Is it me? Or is there something strange about this fog?
I've never seen fog like this. Something's not right. So that suit of armor is moving. Company, get ready.
Gotcha.
Ei, uma época também.
People.
Where'd you come from?
Bellara? Bellara Luther. Strife and Irulan sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Nev Gallus.
Wait, I know that name. But protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. Our gods, Elganon and Gillenane, they've escaped from Fen'Harel's prison. And by all accounts, they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
It's a lot to take in.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what exactly?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
Strife and Ireland said you're their best veil jumper. But that means you've got an idea.
Maybe. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. We can find it and remove it. Safely, I mean. The bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I sure hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
A few dozen demons shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact, to protect it from threats.
Ah, and I'm guessing it sees us as threats.
Stone water just swirling into the air.
We call that kind the whirlpool. The anomaly, I mean. Never seen one this size, though.
Let's deal with them.
Não, pô. Vai ter que ficar de outro rolê. Não conquista aquela vida. Nível tão alto, inimigo ao fazê-lo cair de uma porta de luz com bases. Olha que bonito. Essa lazarenta. Poxa, bicho. Bateu lá. Pô, tu nível 2, né? Habilidades. Yeah. Rajada mental. Invocação mental. Inteligência que é bom. Aqui ela foi de cadeia. Apenas. Peraí. Vou pegar de volta. Esperar, vou pegar esse aqui. Esse aqui. E ela vai pegar. Pelo uma brincadeira. Meu Deus. Não. Não dá pra ser um personagem. Ah tá. Tô com barulho de giro. Posso trocar meu nome também. Posso trocar meu nome. É um vazio. Única. Só tem essa. Parte só tem essa. Cajado. Tá. Sobrou um monte. Deve ir aqui.
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. You might find some clues in the ruins, though.
I don't usually see elven ruins that haven't been picked over.
Not many people come this far.
Da defesa e aumento da habilidade. Esse vou usar.
Aren't to Arlathan. Just veil jumpers, mostly.
And people try to save the world, apparently.
Well, isn't this a sight? Wait. Is this... No! Can't be. Not here.
Tell me what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside.
Do you know what this place was?
Could have been a temple, could have been where they stored food. But judging by the sentinels, it's probably something important.
No way across. Think we could make the jump?
Oh, no, we can make a bridge. There should be a power crystal somewhere nearby.
Got it.
Bring it over here and slot it in. And there we go. Easy.
Wow, isn't that something?
A resonance amplifier. It's drawing magic from the Green Temple to this area. I need to shut it down before we can go up the path. But doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around.
We're ready.
We've got company.
Tá, peraí, rapaziada. Ah, não, aí, peraí, velho. Vou pular dentro. Peraí, né? Vou ficar assim, porrada. Aí, peraí. Ah, não, eu não tenho esse ponto aqui. Ah, eu não tô muito tranquilo, né? Precisava de muita coisa. Opa, não vi nível.
That's the...
Agora eu posso pegar aquele, né? Ou será que eu tenho máxima de vantagem? Tá dando pra estar carregando mais 10. Catalisador de vantagem. Nossa, é perfeito. Eu tenho quadrado open e depois solte para carga máxima. Só está carregado no momento que atingir a carga máxima, menos de 50%. Eu vou aumentar minha mana. A variabilidade, sensação passiva de ira. Dano de ação crítico a 10%. Agora esse daqui também é passiva, a variabilidade de mais 20. Não sei para pensar isso. Em detalhes. Variabilidade de golpe. Golpe energizante. Variabilidade de golpe abre um choque em alvos inimigos passivamente. Catalisador. A variabilidade de projétil. Levado por isso, unidades de projétil com 7 pontos de tensão. Aí, se eu pegar, se eu tenho tempestade, pode até pensar que a habilidade é pouco, mano. Pensei que era mais, tá ligado? Tem que falar sobre. Legal. Evocação. Quartzo da sombra. Porra. Esfera. Pronto. Cavaleiro de cachado. Sim. Ah, mano, legal, mano. Tem muita habilidade boa. Aí gelo de gelo. Aqui é de fogo, né? Daqui é reclamante. Área pública. Chamado da morte. Muito foda, mano. Foda. Olha o dano disso. Dano 1958 de dano. Tipo, se você pega esse carinha aqui e projeta pra ele vai dar um dano muito absurdo. Esse aqui já é 1750.
The last of the magic energy. Path should be clear ahead. Damn! Another sentinel construct. We'll have to take it down. Okay, easy enough. But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby.
Pera aí. Já volto, rapaziada. Já tô indo. Já tô indo, a gente vai uma vez só.
Já tá indo.
Ah, vamos daqui. Conferir. Daqui, deixa eu conferir. Aqui, deixa eu conferir. É, mas... Agora estou tranquilo. Vai chegando você.
Seeing these kinds of ruins gets old.
Anything here?
Oito, 8 horas. 8 horas.
Tá, o outro de 8 horas, 26 horas que você falou, né?
17. Vou tomar agora. Agora 3 horas da manhã. 3 horas da manhã.
Help me piece together what exactly that artifact is.
Ok.
Acho que é uma coisa de outro. Tem uns.
Fica de uma coisa de outra. É isso. Coisas que junto. Pois é, filho. É que inventa coisa ali. Bota aí lá.
We're miles away from where that artifact should be.
Então eu posso tomar 3 horas da manhã.
É.
Deixar pra ter 3 horas da manhã. Se puder lá por os outros que estão mais madrugada também.
2 horas.
2 horas? 3 horas? 2 horas. Paga a luz no corpo.
Opa. Eu fiz com uma 9 e a bala uma 9.
It means I was right.
Right about what?
About where we are. It's an armory. And I think I know what the artifact is.
Acho que é essa foto. Ah, rapaziada. É muito tranquilo. Ixi. Errei. Essa aqui. Nossa. Aí.
So if this is an armory, what sort of artifact do we find here? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
Esse aí foi a última médica também, quando eu tive a última vida elite. É. Caiu meu cabelo tudo. Perfeito. Uma branco na cabeça e caiu meu cabelo.
Meu cara, serve meu cabelo.
Não sei, mas o meu caiu.
O meu tá caindo.
O meu caiu.
Então. Aí agora eu tô olhando. Por que você tá olhando no banheiro?
Desceu. Ah, é Resident Evil isso aqui?
Methalinast. Darkspawn.
Tá, vamos ver.
that
Você tá
one.
pegando aquela destacamento. Tranquilo, mano. Olha, tranquilo, eu tá muito difícil de jogar, mano.
I never would have believed it. Until today.
Made it through that one.
Esqueceu que eu tô falando com uma porrada de pessoa aqui que tá falando esse negócio. Eu só vou deixar minha calcinha nesse cara. Pode gente aqui escutando.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Nossa, ele tá só.
Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
We've got your back.
Here we go.
Eu ainda prefiro descobrir o que existe. Existe eu acho melhor.
Nice move.
I've never seen Darkspawn this deep into Arlethan Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
Could the Elven gods be commanding the Darkspawn? Solus did say they were blighted.
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them.
Não, eu
Once we
acho
get
que
out
eu
of
vou
this
achar
bubble,
bastante coisa, porque eu gosto muito.
Let's
Assim,
get to
eu
that
tenho
central temple.
certeza. Deixa eu colocar um papel. Acho que é marcado, tá ligado? Eu vou explorar em volta. Eu sempre acho que é uma coisa, tá ligado? Agora pra ele matar essa pedaçada. Às vezes matar não importa lá no centro, tá? Ninguém tipo, isso aqui, galera. Tá lá. Esse daqui não vai dar nada. Essa da história aqui da continuação. Posso ficar assim, tirar pra. E ele matando o que tá ligado? Se lasca. Eu não fiz a recuperação rápida porque.
I bet we can break it somehow.
Eu não deitei ele atrás. Eu sei bater. Eu tô animal também.
More Darkspawn, right where you broke that wall.
Acabou. Acabou nada. Interage. Mano, não pode ser isso aqui da XP. É perfeito. Ó. Deu 80 XP, não. Tá. Estava no vaso verde.
And another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last one. I hope.
Fingers crossed.
Cada vaso verde, mas. Menos melhores condições agora, né? Pode continuar gritando aqui. Fazer a questão que sabe fazer. Tá pisando no mão pra baixo. A automática dele depois. Porra, foi muito bem pegar, né? Pra fazer.
Have you noticed something about the light? Where it is, I mean, it's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic.
Ixi. Eu vou pensar de caixa assim, você correto. Que isso, papo reto? Tela da preta? Pô, pra mim tá aparecendo aqui, mano, no meu celular.
What I think it is. We're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient elves called it, Goddess
Hey boy, come on.
Why is it?
No, actually. The notes were never very clear on that, but I plan to find out.
More constructs ahead.
The inner sanctum. Getting closer.
Diabo. Deixa eu ver aqui. Deixa eu dar uma mensagem aqui no WhatsApp. Pra mim tá normal a tela. Caralho. Meu irmão, tudo parece que sai em ver. Aí, agora falo com vocês. De papai, hein? Olha essa porta. Oxi. Não precisa. Termina ali. Vou acabar desses cabos aqui. Agora eu acho que vai. Personagem? Exato. Aqui. Deixa eu pegar na bola, mano. Agora tá totalmente.
Looks like this door is going to need a second power crystal.
Then let's go find one.
Sei. Essa porra aqui mesmo. Mas eu fugi. Agora. Porrada aqui. Muita sacanagem. Eu tinha que vir para aqui. Faz uma volta.
Another ballista. I bet we could use it to break through that wall.
Isso. Tá.
We did it. All that's left is the Naughtister Thallen. I have so many questions for it.
You're going to ask it questions?
It's an archive sphere.
Dá uma coisa valiosa.
You'll see.
Cajado de chamas. Ah. Ó. Vou pegar do lado. Vai vir, eu vou depois eu dar uma coxinha. Será que eu perdi?
Okay, here it is. The Naughtister Thallen.
So we take it and we're good, right? We can head back.
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot trickier than that.
As if darkspawn demons and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
I'm sure we can handle it.
It isn't that simple. If I remove the artifact the way I'd usually do it, it'll explode and take out half of Arlathan with it. Good news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else. Okay, here we go. The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before. It's almost like it's breathing. Ogre! That's an ogre!
Ô, louco. Tá vendo errado, toma. Parece que quando está sendo mais vantajoso usar o cajado.
Well, wasn't expecting to fight an ogre today. Then again, I also didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around and trying to end the world. Just one of those days. Okay. Let's see.
Let's see.
Okay. There we go.
Pronto,
No. That's good. I think. Oh.
What does that crystal do?
Keeps the artifact powered. Focuses the ambient magical energy. That's why these things still work, thousands of years later. Oh. No, you don't.
Sulanan, Vir Sulevanan, and Asal Dirthara.
Well then.
I am the Nadas Dirthara.
Right. I have questions.
I am the Nadas Dirthara. What do you?
What do?
So that's the Nardus Dathala.
It was, or is, I mean. Crystal's broken, though. Needs fixing. It's kind of my thing, fixing magical stuff. Strife and Irulan will want to know about this. And the Blight, and the Darkspawn. Let me know when you're ready to head to the Veil Jumper camp.
Tá super preocupado. Então. Tá, quando eu quiser, quando ele fala fala, mas eu não vou explorar, não consigo explorar. Também que eu. Obrigado. Eu não tinha essa habilidade, eu tava usando ela sem ter. Então não tá. Oxi! Tô pensando que tava lá, forçando. Dá um boa assim, tá ligado? Aí. Vamos escolher a habilidade. Sistema de recarga. Ah, tá. Então vamos aumentar o dano crítico. E dano contra a barreira mais 50%. Vai dar mais de dano e barreira de inimigo. Então, algum espaço de arma vazia. Talvez o único lugar que tenha para poder explorar é. Tem uma nova abrir. Eu peguei um arco. Estava equipado para ela. Equipado. O tanto que me resta para tentar explorar esse, cara, porque eu não sei se está tudo fechado. Então, não tem como subir. Então não pegou o arco dela.
Ready to go?
Right. Let's get moving.
Come on. I'll show you the way to the Veil Jumper camp.
Floresta. Agora eu expedição Véu. Ela tá todo mundo pedindo.
11 wounded, 16 on bed rest, and some of our most experienced fighters are still missing.
We're running out of Veil Jumpers. Whatever's going on out there, it's scary.
Tem como ir marinha na alta dessa? Bora, essa batida dessa doida ali. Já bom.
Jahel and Milva never reported back from Demeter's crossing.
There are 100 people living in that village, or near enough. You're back, and you're alive. Good.
Sounds like things have gotten a lot worse since we left.
Darkspawn. They're showing up all over Arlethan, attacking anyone in their path.
We've evacuated 3 daily settlements already.
We ran into Darkspawn too, near the Nodus Dirthalan.
Wait, you found the Nodus Dirthalan? The archive spirit? We could ask it about the gods. Figure out their next move.
Archive's broken. Won't tell us anything. But that doesn't matter. Any Dalish settlements we can save, we should.
So far, we've been lucky and arrived just in time. But given how fast these darkspawn are moving, it's only a matter of time till our luck runs out.
Well, it hasn't run out yet. So let's stretch it until it breaks.
If we could predict where they'd strike next, we might get ahead of them. But so far, they've been unpredictable.
Which leaves us with what?
Demeter's crossing.
What?
Irulan and Strife. When we came in, you said you'd lost contact with Demeter's crossing. We could go check it out. The 3 of us, I mean.
You mean 4? You're not leaving me behind.
You were just wounded. We can...
You'll have to tie me up to keep me here.
I don't know what you're going to find there, Rook. Likely nothing good. But you'd be saving people. And it might get you on the trail of the gods.
Demeter's crossing's on the far side of the lake. There's a small boat at the docks. It'll take you there. Watch your back out there. And good luck.
Tá. Então... Nós vamos a increve. Tá. A organização de pode ser mais antes.
Okay, we'll need a boat to get there. Let's head to the dock.
Tá. Para as docas. Porém, não tem nada para fazer. Não. Madura.
Be happy to sell you a
Peguei
bit
valiosos.
or both.
É desgastado. Aquelas vazias. Feiticeira. A próxima é tudo isso, né? Tio, vai, passou isso aqui. Incrível, né? Secretário tá dando pra mim. Caos. Dá bastante dano. Tá, eu vou comprar. Tá aqui. Vou ficar. Aqui é a leva nível 2. Vou comprar esse capacete, né? Esse alvo. Eu devo ter pego essa daga aqui, foi burro, né? É, foi burro pra caralho.
And now that we've met.
Equipe. Não. Esse arco aqui potente pra eu, né? Tá nadando. Esqueci de botar pro meu personagem. Porque o Elmo vai dar uma defesa também pro personagem a mais, tá ligado? Tem que ter como ocultar o Elmo, né? Tem. Ocultar o Elmo sempre, ocultar nunca. Ocultar em conversas. Vou ocultar sempre. Sempre que tem um jogo que tem algo que tem como ocultar, eu oculto o Elmo, eu nunca deixo a morte. Já desceu daqui, né? Vamos ver se é bonito, tem alguma coisa, nada. Ele tá relatório de exploração. Aqui não tem nada. Tá atrás, tá? Se tiver alguma coisa, talvez vai ser item, vai não poder pegar.
Sounds like a lot happened here.
What hasn't happened? This area is where Tevinter Magisters destroyed Arlethan City centuries ago. A whole lot of blood magic during the war.
And now?
Whatever Solus did stirred up everything again. The old blood magic from the war never went away. Ancient relics appear out of thin air, ruins float. It's like an old wound that never healed. And now it's bleeding again.
Acabou de proteger. Pode ser. Eu estou aqui, nem eu ia descendo. Deixa eu ver aqui. É. Tá ali. Esse ali é uma volta maior, né? Essa. Eu vou passar mais liberado lá. Cadê meu cu? Acho que vai fazer por ali por aqui. Nada da flor. Oxi. E no chat aqui agora apareceu de novo a mesma mensagem. Será que meu chat mudou? Tá preso até o... ainda tá bem mudado, né? Caralho, só. Tá. Tá meio bugado, né? Assim, eu vou continuar a mensagem. Eu acho que não aparece na live. Vou passar aquela live daí, acho que tá aqui pra mim. Mensagem. E nessa segunda momento. Tá, espero que seja aparecendo, eu vou deixar. Espero que seja bastante.
Rook, you ready to go?
Sim. É.
Harding, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine. I need to get back in the fight.
Then let's go.
I've never seen fog this thick in Demetta's Crossing. This isn't right. The dock usually has people bringing goods to market, bartering and shouting. It's always busy.
Something happened here.
Stay sharp.
Aliviada agora. Porra, cresceu.
It's so quiet.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody?
Parece que eu vou morrer. Parece retardado. Parece que vai se bagulho. Essa merda aqui não dá nada. Vai cuidar por esse sair do caminho. Ah, não vai subir aqui. Opa. Opa. Nada. Aí agora sim, agora tá 50% a mais não.
It's market day. People should be out selling eggs and buying bread. But everything's just abandoned.
They barricaded the main entrance into town.
To keep something out?
No, to keep something in.
It's light. Even worse than in the forest.
No one gets out. No exception.
You okay? What happened
Eu vi o microfone do susto no meu próprio microfone, mano.
Listen to the mayor.
Hello?
I don't think he can hear us.
Everyone has to stay. No, you can't leave.
Hey, can you hear me?
Just stay here, and everything will be fine.
Aí foi. Ah,
The magic to dominate the minds of these villagers.
isso aqui. Cadê ele?
The town square.
We need to search for survivors.
Let's see what we can find. Fan out.
This is Adeline. We knew her. She was a farmer, sold spices to us, the best in Arlevin. I can't believe this happened.
This blight is weird.
What was that?
Something big. Stay sharp.
Over there. 2 more survivors.
Hey, what's going on here?
Find the veil jumpers. Bring them to the mayor.
They're talking about Jahel and Milva.
They said bring them to the mayor. If we find the mayor, then maybe we'll find your friends.
Why were they looking for veil jumpers? What did the mayor want with them?
Mano, será que eu que existe algum PS5? Deixa eu comprar e fazer de novo. Rapaz, acho que ele tá passando mal, dá água pra ele aí.
That's one of your fellow veil jumpers? Melara!
Jahel! He's alive!
Melara.
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
No, listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight.
Rapaz, tô inquisito aqui, sou inquisito aqui. Aí, tá preciso salgar. 19 pontos, não pago. Não pago. 19 pontos aqui, bicho, não. Tá, será que aqui vai ter... Ó, o vigilante?
That sounds close.
Se tiver, não, tá. Sei.
Help me! Hurry!
Perfeito. Perfeito, é. Deu merda. É, perfeito, valeu. Deu, pá. Valeu, aqui vai ter nada de herói. O coração fazendo criatura minha. Isso? Vou dar dragão? Vou ganhar um dragão, né? Só não pode fazer o Shrek ou o Shrek.
I know you. You're the mayor of this town.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
They were in my head. Infecting my thoughts. They made me do it. Please, help me.
You're not going anywhere until I get the full story.
I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods told me to lure the Veiled Jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe.
Poxa, vê se
Be the first to
teu papo
witness
tá
the
com
glory
legal
of
não.
Gillenayne's new creation. She should be gold. So much gold.
All this for gold. The villagers, the Veil Jumpers, the Blights everywhere. Demeter's Crossing is dead because of your greed.
I didn't know. You don't understand what it was like to hear those voices.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The Blights. Every what if the dragon comes back?
If we let you... They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook?
Let's get him out of there.
What? This entire village is dead because of him.
I know.
Then why spare him?
We don't kill people. Not like this. We're not murderers. We're not like the gods.
Thank you.
I didn't ask for your gratitude.
Then, if I may offer some advice, steel yourself.
Só que eu pensei que ela poderia gostar.
The promises they make, it's irresistible.
Then try harder next time. Don't make me regret saving you.
Yes, of course. But you should be worried about the rest of the world. or this will be our future. The Fade had opened, and the gods were free. Thanks to Solus, they'd woken up to find their empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to tap more of the Blight, all of it, to rebuild their empire. As a path to power, it had its costs. And everyone would pay for it.
Viagem rápida liberada. Tá dando bela, então vamos fazer a viagem rápida logo. Caralho, já tem um monte aqui. Vai ser assim, um monte da foda.
Did you find our scouts?
They're dead. I'm sorry. Elganon and Gillenane sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
The ritual spread blight everywhere. The entire village was overrun.
The few who survived are controlled by blood magic. Their minds are gone.
Elgarnon and Gillenane used them like puppets.
I dare say it was a show of force. They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful, cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morrigan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solus.
'Twas both pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
And I look forward to your help.
How refreshing. Your cooperative nature is appreciated in return.
What can you tell us about all this?
As dangerous as Solus himself may be, his imprisonment of the gods was just. To leave them unchecked would have been the very end of Thedas.
Just to be clear, you know your old friend Solus is actually the Dreadwolf.
So I have come to learn. It rather explains how he knew such a great deal of ancient elven history, and why he became so vexed when I attempted to explain it to him. Whilst I cannot claim the same depth of knowledge, the knowledge I do possess is yours for the asking.
I hope it helps. For all we know, the entire world will look like Demetus Crossing once the gods are through.
This is our
Esse é o foco da
fault.
culpa, né?
When we interrupted Solus's ritual, gods escaped.
Would those feelings not be better used to put things right?
But how?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When you interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had a dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your hands than those of the gods.
Is there anything else Solus might have had that could help us? We're in his, well, he calls it the lighthouse?
Ah, yes. The legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian, the Viravas, could travel to any other Illuvian of his choosing.
That's not how it works right now. It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it, even. I know Illuvians better than most.
Any help you can offer, we'd appreciate.
If Illuvians even work the same way, all the magic is different now. Our gods are back. Our gods! And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
None of us can do this alone, but we can stop them together. Alara, you're one of the only people in the world who can get our Illuvian working. Harding can track down the Lyrian dagger, and Nev can spot any clues we might miss that give us more information. Let's get to work. There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
Indeed. Prepare yourselves well and have a care in your choices. These are the times in which legends are born or slain. In this battle, I shall render whatever assistance I am able.
Right. Let's move.
Bora. Passagem das sombras. Esse novo medo. Deve falar bastante experiência de expedição. Pode ser. Aumento de elo. Parte 2. Mata da Jurina. Mata da Jurina 2. Habilidades inesperadas. Lugares mais inusitados. 4%. Botão. Essa rata. Onde? Vamos melhor.
You can do this, Lace. It's gotta be done. I should have taken the shot.
That would have made things worse.
You don't know that. All you have are guesses.
We're up against something unfamiliar, working with more rumors than facts. Of course that's all I have.
I should have taken the shot.
We shouldn't be at each other's throats.
I'm not. Nev, I'm not. I don't blame you. Or Rook. Or anyone.
So just yourself? How's that working out?
Tried to stop the world from being swallowed by chaos, and now it might be swallowed by chaos anyway. Elven gods escaped from their prison, Solus is in your head, and we're scrambling to figure out what to do. And Varric.
Varric knew the risks. He knew what it might cost.
We're still standing. The fight's not over.
You know, I like that about you, Lace. You don't stop fighting. You push for answers and action, while I can get stuck on questions forever.
Well, we need someone who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're fighting the unknown.
Exactly. Everyone has a part to play. Varric brought us together because of our strengths. He wanted a team he could rely on. We have to be that team.
Play to our strengths.
And rely on each other.
I think I can manage that.
Then let's find Solus's dagger. It'll be a start. Look.
I can feel lingering magic. Powerful magic.
The dagger was here. Something took it. Darkspawn. Oh no, what if it took the dagger?
One way to find out.
Look, there it goes. Big Darkspawn coming right at us. We have to go after that ghoul. Let's get this gate open.
Look up there.
Precisava ter
A
exagerado, né?
magical device.
Deve ter mandado, não gosto disso. Opa, opa. Tem coisa aqui embaixo. Putz, talvez. Bem. This.
Good work. Let's keep on the trail.
Essa coisa ali em cima é muito tranquilo. Esse bagulho vai ter bonito. Real. No inferno que eu ando, eu comprei. Ah não, acho que isso é desbloqueado, sei lá, mano.
Darkspawn don't usually collect
Eu não
things.
sei quanto foi, vamos ver. Realmente eu comprei. Até desculpa pra você.
Solus's dagger was special. They might have been drawn to it.
Anyone spot that ghoul? It must have come this way.
Look out. More darkspawn ahead.
Dando 20 de experiência é complicado, hein?
More darkspawn coming out of those pools.
Ali em cima da dispersão.
Nice shot. Brooke gets that one. Got it.
Ah, mano, tá demorado. Então, toma.
Ready again.
find the dagger?
I don't think these.
Destruir habilidades. Deixa eu ver. Acho que vou ter que colocar um pouquinho agora. Um minuto. Não sei se não tá não. Esse.
Darkspawn took it. Let's keep looking.
Esse aqui dá bastante. Ixi, tá mandando todo mal. Não sei se é ruim. 7 vai subir não, né? Está preparado.
Over there, a dagger thief.
More blight in the way. And there's probably another one.
Bastante. Assim. Poxa. Tá vendo esse explodindo? Pedaço de metal. Olha. Porém. Tá mandando atravessar por ali, não foi. Entendi agora. Espera aí. Se eu chegar aqui.
Nicely done. I mean, it's gross, but you can't argue with results.
Genial, genial, tá? Opa! Vamos lá. Agora vamos sem fogo. Pô, a gente tem um mais, tá vendo? Vamos agora, né? Tem que ter 8 e dá. Já sei como eu vou usar. Adeus, cajado. Tá dando a escada aqui.
Trouble nearby.
Got us from a distance.
Lazarento.
They're shooting for us. Look, another one of those magical beams. There are 2 of these devices this time. I bet we'll need to direct beams at both of them.
Tá vendo? Tem fechinho já vai descer aqui. Tá. Deve ser um conectador.
That's one. Now to find the other.
Oh, man.
Good work. Now let's see what's behind that gate.
Baúzinho. Piada. Tá. Cara, eu não estou em combate. Estou em combate com quem? Não estou envenenado. Ah, é verdade, não, peraí. Tudo bem. Valeu. Agora só posso trocar o meu cajado por um cajado de gelo. E dois, esse aqui dois, 26 de abalo, 35 de abalo. As dela precisa. Tá. Tá. Ok.
That's a problem. Making the rest of us look bad, Brooke. Ready to go. They're hitting us from far.
Merda.
Good work, everyone.
Tá filmando organicamente, eu estou no fim do jogo. Essa é bonitinho, tá? Que da hora.
That has to be the ghoul we're tracking.
Better hope it still has the dagger.
Yeah.
Lyrium.
Harding?
Já pegou o animal.
This is the eternal hymn, the prayer and the proclamation. It's
É de verdade, tá?
We are free again. Whole again. Here again.
Harding!
I can hear it. The song of the stone. What is happening to me? What the?
Da hora.
Are you moving those rocks?
I don't know. I don't know how to control it. Got him in position.
Mano, tipo, eu entendo, tá ligado? Essa parte de pessoas, tipo assim, criticarem tudo. Eu entendo, cara, por exemplo, eu vejo um trabalho deles, tá ligado?
They're coming from the right.
Eu acho que isso aqui seria bom, seria melhor. Seria assim, eu posso confiar com eles. Tá ligado? Mas tipo, né? Porque algo ruim, não. É só que tipo assim, ao meu ver, não tem muita carga de assim, você não explica, tá ligado? Não me parece que você realmente é fã de jogar, tá ligado? Sinceramente, porque, bom, e nada a ver com a franquia, tá ligado? É um bagulho também diferente. Esse bagulho de futebol. Ah, não pode ter. Tá ligado? Aí, pode ter até uma boa história, tá ligado? Só que, por enquanto, eu tô gostando da jogabilidade, tá ligado? Eu não posso começar a história, tá ligado? Eu gravo muito, tá ligado? Isso é incrível. Por enquanto, acho que tá desenrolando, mas pode ser. Muito sentido. O desenrolamento já tava melhor, tá ligado? Nessa altura.
we should get back. We'll talk it through there.
Tá. Eu disse.
Your pact has failed, sister. And now the magic of the Dreadwolf's dagger is hidden from me. Then Harel meddles once again.
If his dagger's beyond our reach, we must craft another.
Mas, tipo assim, o nível da habilidade ele é muito bom. Eu lembrei como é que isso existe. Mas pra que não existe? Eu sei, tá ligado? Eu sei.
You said something took you over?
Something like that?
And it's still with you?
Yes. I think so. It can't be possession, can it?
I doubt it. Dwarves can't be possessed. They aren't connected to the Fade. Solus's dagger triggered this event. But how? Or why? I'm sorry, Lace. I wish I had answers.
It's all right. Talking has helped. And hey, we got the dagger, right? Mission accomplished. Dwarves have never used magic. We can't.
It's a wonderful gift. You must be proud.
But I didn't do anything to earn this. How could I be proud? I don't even know how it happened. It's all a little strange. But not in a bad way. I feel connected.
To
the stone. Dwarves call ourselves Children of the Stone. Some of us have what we call stone sense. Those that have it can feel caves, lyrium veins, and faults in the rock. I wasn't one of them. Maybe the dagger unlocks something hidden. But this is more than the stone sense I know. I hope you're right that this is a gift. I'd be heartbroken if it caused problems.
Hehehe, agora.
Harding, you being here is never a problem.
Huh. Really?
I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here, to be honest.
That's so sweet. Thank you. I, feel the same. I'll send word to the Grey Wardens about the blight we saw. And then I'm gonna lie down.
I need more answers about what the gods are planning. I'll find some place to relax and try to reach Solus in the Fade.
Good luck. Try not to let him get to you. It feels like we're finally making some progress. And I'm not sure what my new magic's about, but I know it feels right.
With their eyes on the Dreadwolf and the gods he'd set loose, they couldn't see their own personal demons. Harding told herself it felt right. She was connected to the stone, to the lost titans, and all of dwarven history, with its buried secrets. How could that be anything but good?
Guess I should find some place to try to talk to Solus.
Provavelmente já tá carregando, mas deve que sim. Crítico mais 10. A base da unidade mais 20. A habilidade ganha mais 15% de dano de danos com base no tipo de dano do seu cajado e sua armadura. O que? Como é que é? Ah tá, entendi. Regeneração de mana. Ah, o que me resta? Provavelmente, né? Ah, isso é uma boa, né? A mergulhada por eletricidade. Momento. Ela aqui, ó. Vai entrar na chapa. Juicy. É isso.
Wait, that room wasn't there before. I don't think.
Oh shit.
Therefore, Hardy must have put my pack here. That makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things. Varric and his life lessons. Take a long, hard look at it, kid. You'll always show the face of a hero and get it done.
Não, tá maluco?
I don't know if I see a hero's face. But it's a face that's seen a lot. Got a few new scars. Some that show up in a mirror, some that don't. But Varric believed in me then. And he believes in me now. I can do this. I helped a lot of Minratha's slaves escape to freedom the night I met Varric. Then the Magisters cracked down in retaliation. And the Shadow Dragons decided I was too much trouble to keep around. We could have taken a stand and dared the Magisters to come after us. At least people are free because of what I did.
Exato. Vai, mano, agora, porra.
The peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me the scroll went back even before Tevinter. Said that elves had a rich history. Even more than the rest of us. That history looked better before Elganon and Gillenane came back and started blighting everything. The ever-turning orb. My final training project as an apprentice. I spent months finding the precise balance of energy flows to make the enchantment permanent. Amazed this thing still works, seeing how many times I messed up the magic and broke something. But I got there eventually. Right. That's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep? Or relaxing? Maybe if I clear my mind.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. You could not possibly be here to take advice from the one you called the Elven God of Lies.
This has been a big week for running into things I didn't think were possible.
You are adapting quickly?
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
Someone has to do something. I may not be the right person for this job, but I'm the only one left.
So your call to action is that any attempt is better than none?
I met Varric when he asked the Shadow Dragons for help with freeing an old friend from Venatori's slavers. The Shadow Dragons had a safe plan that wasn't going to work.
So you and Varric led an armed rebellion and dealt a devastating blow to the Venatori.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that if someone has to make a call, I'll do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The Elven Gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
What would they need to do to free the Blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
I'm not going to bend a knee to blighted, murdering monsters just because their ears are pointed like mine. I don't think many other elves are going to either.
Agreed. Algernon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Algernon and Gillenane.
Thank you. I'll go poke at the cruel and the corrupt, and we'll see what we find.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes, I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
Pô, diálogo da hora. Tem no máximo ser sarcástico, né? Ele para cima de mais. Ah, não. Não parece assim. É.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing...
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. You just need to get it done. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? You risked your neck to bring down an entire slavery ring. Pretty much by yourself.
I had help.
Sure. I got winded about 5 minutes in. You did most of the work. Ticked off a bunch of Minrathous big shots, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Harding got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus in the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
It doesn't matter how I feel about it. We can't stop the gods without what he knows.
And there you go. You don't have to love him to deal with him.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
Demeter's crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You took him back to the Veil Jumpers.
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out, and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime.
ótima dica, ele é muito velho, né? Esse primeiro que faz um por né? Tem que começar a se dele, para dar um caminho, né? Tá, é só um mais tá.
Nev, you've got wisps.
Yeah, they came with the place. But you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Valara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin, their most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
Well, I'm sold. Now we charm the crows.
Fingers crossed. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years. But the crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
This is great. Thanks, Nev.
It's what I'm here for.
You said the crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic. And who fights the worst of it?
The Shadow Dragons. Good idea. Resist the gods with our own resistance group.
If the gods enter the empire, our contacts back home might get something.
Years with the Shadow Dragons, and this is the first time we've worked together.
Directly. I gather information for the Shadows. You might have used one of my leads. And I've heard of you.
I bet everyone heard about the Nessus job.
You were right to avoid Minrathous after. More than one Magister wanted your head. It was good work, though. And we've got more ahead.
We trained to be the best at countering evil magic. Time to prove it.
Were you missing a challenge?
So we talked to the crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Agora eu vou sair agora, né? Se eu for e tiver a opção de jogar a lábia, nós vamos ver tudo aquilo, né? Absurdo.
Almost there. I just have to. Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I've got it. Mostly. Mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. there you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Viravas, freedom of ways. I wonder...
Maybe Morrigan got this one wrong? Or misspoke?
Morgan can be a little inscrutable sometimes, but she chooses her words very carefully.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Who are you? And how did you get here?
The Wolf's Fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more... sad.
We have no idea what or who they are, so let's be careful. We need to be ready for anything.
And we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Tá, mano. Vou encerrar aí por aqui. 3 horas e meia de live agora. Cadê a coluna doendo? Obrigado. Aqui é só vai meter da live, não. É isso, mano. Salve. Né, farol aí. 3 horas e 40 minutos. É isso. Obrigado por quem assistiu.